dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. I want to start off by saying thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, so that information can be found down below in the description. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusp, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp, Aquarius, Pisces, Cusp, and Pisces, Aries, Cusp. Love readings. Whew. And the readings will be timestamped, guys. So let's go ahead and start. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusp. What do we have for love with you? So some of you are given an offer when it comes to love, and whew, okay, you already know. Let's just put it that way, because like the minute it came in, it was like they already know. So somebody's giving you a love offer, but it's coming with certain demands or certain guidelines. Coming to the wrong person. It's almost kind of like, well, if you're going to be with me, you need to A, B, C, and D. And you're just looking at them like, who the hell told you I wanted to be with you? I'm sorry. Whoever this person is, to be honest with you, they're full of themselves. Whether this is someone from your past or someone new, I don't give who they are, but it's like, who do they think they are that they get to tell you who you have to be in order to be in a relationship with them? So obviously you're not what they really truly want, right? Because if you're coming towards somebody, or somebody's coming towards you to change you so that you can be, so they can be with you, then why don't they just go ahead and start and find somebody that is already that? Right? That is the confusing part for me. Like, you're here minding your own business, doing your own little thing, and someone actually has the nerves to tell you what you got to change in yourself to be in a relationship with them. Like, it is shocking that this person approaches you the way that they do. In their mind, or the way that they see it, it's like you should be honored that they're even looking your way, or that they're even giving you an opportunity or a chance. And you're like, sweetie, don't you realize I'm the one taking applications, not you? And from what I can recall, I didn't put an application for that. It's like somebody sees that you're single, whatever it is, you're doing, you're living your life or whatever it is. And all of a sudden it's like, well, they're single, so they're going to be mine, but I'm going to change a couple of things. And with all jokes aside, like, personally, I had somebody tell me that they were going to convert me into a certain religion. And I'm looking at this person like, who the heck even told you I was interested in you? Because you're not even, because I'm not. But you can try. But like, in all reality, like, you know, some of the things that come up, people think that may be far-fetched or maybe whatever, but things like this do happen. And I just kind of like look and I laugh and I'm like, oh, who told you I was interested? Not in converting, but in you. Like, I would have to even, first of all, be interested in you before we even talk about the converting into whatever. But it's kind of like that energy. I feel like you're going to get a chuckle out of it. I think you're going to laugh about it, which may make this person a little annoyed over the fact that you're not accepting their offer of wanting to come and change you to be with them. We have the Ace of Cups here with the Five of Pentacles and the shadow side. If you are talking to someone, or you have been talking to someone, I do feel that if this is not someone new, like, you already know, like, what is coming attached to this, and you want no part of it. If you're in the talking stage with somebody, it's like you see their true colors, and you don't want any part of it. Regardless of anything, I feel like you don't want any part of this, and you're gonna be very, very clear that you don't want any part of any of this. Woo! Okay, so let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card for you guys. So we have a karmic relationship, feeling trigger, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. And this card is coming up like in so many of you guys, for so many of you guys, but it's almost kind of like by you not wanting to change yourself, by you not wanting to accept this offer, you are triggering this person to the point where they're going to have to face that shadow side within themselves, and they're going to have to face certain things that they have been lying to themselves about. So you keep doing you, and this one, just laugh it off, guys. So Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp. What do we have for love for Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp? There is a calming energy when it comes to loving, you guys. There is an energy of being at peace. So if you guys are in a relationship, I feel like things are going pretty well for the two of you, to be honest with you. There was a little reservation, or a little where somebody was like holding back a little because of stress or whatever from work, or either stress from work or stress from family, like either someone's parent or someone's there was something outside of the connection or outside the relationship that was stressful to one of you, that was not allowing that specific person to be affectionate or to be present the past couple of weeks. Whether it was, you know, someone's parents getting sick, or a child getting sick, or something of that matter. But there was things outside of your control, or outside of both of your control, that put a strain in a relationship. But things are slowly and steady getting back to normal. Finding the way back to each other, finding the way back to the stability, or what normal is within your connection, if that makes any sense. It was like, it's kind of weird because I'm not picking up so much of like a arguing and fighting energy. It's more of like a distance, or not there, whether your person was like physically like outside the house a lot because they were either constantly like overworking, or like having to go help somebody, like having to go help a parent or a sibling or something of that matter. And that in itself put a lot of strain within the connection for the two of you. But it's like things are now stabilizing for whatever the reason is. Something is stabilizing, something is going back to its neutral state. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We have the Death in the reverse, and then we have the Magician. So, no, we have the Death in the upright. Why did I say the reverse? I have no idea. FYI, this is a sign note for whoever it is that is going to be losing a parent within the next 2 weeks. My condolences. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, Death, and then the Magician. There is a sense of like, again, it was just a rough patch within the connection. This distance, or this disconnect between you and your person is going to be, it is slowly becoming a thing of the past. And there's a card hidden behind Death. And it's the 9 of Coins in the reverse. So this instability, this energy of not feeling at ease or whatever, it is slowly dying off. And whatever this was, the way that you guys handled it, and again, the way that even though somebody wasn't emotionally available or physically available as much, the understanding either from you or your person regarding where you stand in this reading, it was handled with so much grace and so much love that now allows you to progress in a relationship. So even though things were going good in a relationship, there was still a stagnant energy where there was actually no growth or evolution. And now there is actually going to be growth as you guys are getting back to normal. So the normal is what the normal is within a relationship is coming back, but then it's going to start evolving and growing from there. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's always just coming in, guys. If I keep looking, it's just going to keep repeating it in different ways when I dragging this out. Let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card for you guys. So we have talking, interested, conversing more, awaiting message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. So there is there is this energy of like, you know, slowly and steady getting back on track when it comes to this relationship. The outside situation or whatever, it's like it's calmed down or it's done and over with. Whether it was like, you know, somebody else got hired, so that position is filled, so now they don't have to do overtime, or the parent that was in the hospital is out, whether it was a surgery or whatever it was, like something is done with, and now somebody can be more present within a relationship. Okay, Aquarius, Pisces, Cusp. What do we have for them? Here you go. There's an offer coming in from a new person, and that's why it's coming in. You probably made an offer to somebody from your past a while back, and okay, let's put it this way. Someone made an offer to someone from their past a while back, maybe a couple of months ago, I don't know, maybe about 2 months ago. And you haven't really gotten this person hasn't really decided, but they really haven't said yes or no. So like they're still in the in-between. And then whoever made the offer to somebody from the past gets an offer from someone new, but doesn't jump into it right away because they're wanting to give the person from the past a last opportunity, chance to decide. Stop. If you made an offer to somebody from your past and they didn't take it, and you have someone new coming in, don't rob yourself the opportunity of this experience. I'm not saying that this is going to be the person you're going to marry. I'm not saying that this is going to be the whatever. But it's better, in my opinion, in my logical mind, it's better to be with something or to do something that is certain than something that is going to leave you not knowing where you stand, right? So this new person is telling you what they want. They're being completely upfront, regardless of whatever it is, right? But the person from your past is still playing with your mind, playing with your heart. So why are you doing this to yourself? That's the question. And if you're instantly thinking of somebody from the past when somebody new comes in, then just be honest and don't do to that person what is being done to you, because they don't deserve it. Neither do you. I'm not saying that you deserve it, but I mean, you're at the point where you know that somebody's playing with your feelings, or somebody is lingering, or, you know, stringing you along. Then you know what it feels like. You know how horrible it feels. You know that you don't like it, so don't do it to someone else. So if someone new approaches you and is interested in you, and you know that you're not ready to move on, just be honest. Be like, you know what? I'm flattered, this and this and that, but I'm not ready. And I'm not going to waste your time. Because, you know, it's almost kind of like that when they say, like, do unto others as you want done to you. It's not just about saying please and thank you, right? It is about everything. And a lot of people just like to sugarcoat that. And it's like, nah, like, if you know that you're still attached to somebody or you still want somebody from your past, then don't be entertaining somebody new and be stringing them along. And then wonder why you're always in the same position, right? It's kind of like, if certain things is like, come on, get your head out of your ass and look at things straight, like how they actually are, right? Again, we have the King of Wands, we have the Death and the Temperance in reverse. Some of you are not done 100% with somebody from your past. Whether there's still healing there, whether there's still hope, whether there's still love, whatever it is, someone is not done from the past. And as much as you say you want someone new, and that if someone new comes, you're going to let go of someone from the past, you are not going to. So stop asking for opportunities and chances that you're not intending to take. Because that will catch up with you eventually. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card for you guys. Ooh! The Butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. You have to, and this is... Sorry to burst your bubble. This is not about your person from your past. That shit is not evolving anywhere other than ending. This is about that relationship with yourself is evolving. That relationship where you realize and you recognize that you cannot continue to live your life waiting for someone to make a decision or a choice about you. Realizing that you can make the choice yourself and just decide to move on. Realizing that you do not have to stay in a waiting room. Or as a waiting room, I should say. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? There was this movie, sorry guys, it's completely out there. But there was this movie, and I don't know what it was called. But the whole thing was that she was a flight attendant, and she was flying around or whatever, and she went, I don't know if it was Denver or where it was, don't call me on it, guys. But the whole point was that she was a flight attendant, right? And she was dating this guy, and Denver or whatever, like they were dating. When they started dating, Denver, whatever the city was supposed to be the waiting room, right? So they basically were each other's waiting room until something better came along, whether it was a job or whatever it was. But he fell in love with her, so she didn't become the waiting room, she became the destination. And then her dream job offer opened up, and then like, I don't know if it was New York City or where it was, whatever it was. And he tells her, like, you're not my waiting room, you're my destination, like you're where I want to be. And she, I don't know if she leaves or if she doesn't, but the whole point is the movie ends with her, instead of being a flight attendant, she becomes a pilot, but then stays in Denver. So Denver becomes her destination, meaning that she chose the guy, right? She chose to stay with him, realizing, because she realized that he wasn't a waiting room, he was the destination. So it's almost kind of like you're realizing that to someone, you are nothing but a waiting room, and you're needing to choose whether to stay in that energy or in that space any longer. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead. Pisces, Aries, Cusp. What do we have for love in Pisces, Aries, Cusp? At a distance right now with somebody when it comes to love, there is an argument or a break that is needed when it comes to love. Or maybe this is just a timeout, a learning, a new way of learning when it comes to when you guys get frustrated or you guys get angry with each other. Instead of speaking out of anger and frustration, maybe learning to give each other a timeout or a break, and then coming back to talk when the two of you have calmed down. Those are the two scenarios that I'm picking up, because there is a distance of like, okay, we need this distance between us. Whether it is physical distance of actually breaking up or just learning whenever you and this person argue, regardless of whatever the argument is about, there is a hitting below the belt with the things that are said. And there are normally things that have nothing to do with what the argument is about. So somebody's either tired of that and is walking away, or you guys have to realize, both of you, that this is what you guys are doing. And it is best to, regardless of how much you want to have the last word, and regardless of how much you want to show or prove that you're right, taking 5 minutes, breathing, and then talking. Because when you're yelling and you start bringing irrelevant things, then it blows up. And that's not just romantic, right? That's with anything. Anything that you allow to control your emotions to that point, then nothing is ever being resolved, right? Because it becomes, and I'm going to try to explain this the best way that I can. Yes, we all have emotions. Yes, we all have feelings. Yes, our emotions and our feelings are attached to our actions, our reactions, our responses. But there has to come a point where you recognize what those reactions, responses do for you in your life. Do they make things better, or do they make things worse, right? And then you have to consciously choose whether you're going to react or whether you're going to respond, right? If you like living the same thing over and over and over again, or you like going into the same lessons over and over and over and over again, you will continue reacting. But eventually you'll get tired of that, and you're going to be like, no, wait. There's a different way to do this. There is many different ways to get a message across without having to hurt someone because you feel hurt. Without having to bring someone's past or their worst because they're bringing it out on you, right? Because what that does is that it keeps you in that same freaking cycle that you keep saying you want to get out of. But every chance or every opportunity you get to move away from it, you fall prey to the reaction. So let's go ahead and let's pull out three oracle cards for you guys. We have the High Priest, we have Karma, and we have the Magician in the reverse. To experience something new, whether it's in this relationship or in a new one, if you choose to walk away, you're going to have to do something different. You're not going to get rewarded. It's almost kind of like, okay, we look at the definition of insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, expecting a different result. Now, unless you're doing insanity like from the Beachbody workout, and no, I am not a Beachbody coach, but I was back when, but I do love their workouts. Like Insanity was like one of those workouts that I finished. Insanity Max 30, let's correct that. That when I finished, I felt like so proud of myself. And I got the t-shirt and everything. But regardless of anything, it's almost kind of like when we talk about like the actual definition of insanity, of like doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, you need to get out of that mentality. If you want your relationship to work, if you want this person, if you want things to work out with this person, then there has to be a change in the way that the two of you communicate with each other. There has to be a change in how the two of you handle disagreement within the connection. Because continuing on how you are will continue on yielding the same results that you have seen up to this point. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Now, one oracle card for Pisces, Aries, Cusp. One oracle. It's like they literally like threw all of these. I'm not taking all of those. Not taking all of those. I'll take up to 3, but I'm not taking more than 3. These are general readings again. The Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. At this moment, you need to choose what it is that you truly want. What it is that the two of you want for this connection. And then come together and work to achieve that. Come together and work to protect that. Come together and work to get over this insanity little role play that the two of you have been in. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah! Love you all. Bye-bye.